Here are my top 5 qualities how to develop good functionality. Number 1 quality is math. Yeah, that's right, mathematics. I'm a mathematical programmer by profession, and I really see the difference in developers who know or love mathematics and who don't. Why it is so important? Mathematics gives you clear mind, clear thinking, clear logical building of stuff. Your profession, your education is changing you. This is how mathematics changes you as well. When I was in university, we were developing a lot of programs. We were covering a lot of mathematical algorithms like linear methods, somewhere where you are solving some equations programmatically. For some reason, implementing this mathematical theory in programs really helped to organize the thinking. It's really good training for your brain. Second point, strict logical thinking. So yeah, what I said, with that you are able to write correct Boolean expressions. This is very often a problem for developers who have no mathematics background. Then you will be able to write logical methods and no mess inside. This is really helpful. This is how you make then your functionality supportable for next generations of developers on your project. Third point is to develop clear, readable, scalable, and supportable code. It's like all together. Clear means if your conditions look complex, then they are complex and there are bugs inside. So just don't do that. Keep it as clear as possible. Then readable. Of course, you should name your variables, your classes, in a readable way, so further persons, further developers, further team members can come here and say directly what is done here. When I'm doing review of the functionality, for example, I'm just reading the code, because if you read the code, this is like a story. You see what happens, what mess is there, and what would be the problems. Not all problems can be found out during UI testing, but some of them are really just from the architecture of the solution. Scalable. Always think about, okay, what if I have not one record received but many? This really helps you to build scalable methods, and writing interfaces helps in that. And just generally keeping your functionality in separated things. So not everything where it's called and then just duplicating. No, but having pieces of functionality separately. Number 4, thinking about architecture beforehand. If we're talking about some complex functionalities, some new ones, it's a must to think beforehand about all the stuff that can appear, because you might already solve some problems. You will not face writing code again and again. No, you will already predict something. You will build the structure, which would be logical and separated, and then you can continue working on that with your team members. 5th point is about bug fixing. Of course, we all have bugs. It's just normal, yeah? So you're writing something and then you have some bugs. All right. But when you find some bugs and you want to fix that, some people fixing like the top of the iceberg, the result. This is now how it works, because if you fix this top, then you will have something else failed, or you have generally unexpected behavior in some other places. Instead, you should think about finding root cause. Yeah, so find this bottom of the iceberg, and then you will understand why your bug appeared, and then you will fix that, not the result of the bug, but the bug itself. And this really helps to keep the budget of your clients strict, yeah, because you don't overspend it. From my personal experience, I had quite a lot of situations, I believe like 5-6 situations for my experience as a developer that we with the team were so stuck in the functionality and the bugs because it was written without thinking beforehand, that I was finally rewriting it from scratch. On one project, this was like several months' work because the project was very big, and to write everything properly was essential. Excuse me, my battery was down, so sorry. So yeah, if you don't want to have additional costs for your clients and or for your company as bug fixing, you should really fix the bugs properly. This is everything what I wanted to share, and please let me know what is your experience about that. If you find some further qualities essential for being a good developer, and share in comments. Don't forget to subscribe and to put thumbs up. Thank you.